All right, welcome back. So when we talk about AI disaster recovery, our minds usually jump straight to the big tangible things, the servers, the data pipelines, the storage. But what about your most valuable asset, the actual intelligence of the system? Today we're diving into a really critical and frankly often overlooked piece of the puzzle, how you actually protect and recover your AI models.
And just so we're all on the same page, this is part 6 of a much larger 15-part series. It's all based on the fantastic, in-depth guide on AI disaster recovery from our friends at Virtualization Options LLC. We're zeroing in on Chapter 6 today, which is it's absolutely fundamental.
Okay, so let's get right into it. We're talking about managing the model lifecycle. And look, this goes way beyond simple backups. This is about protecting the very heart of your AI, its intelligence, through every single stage of its life, from a rough idea to a battle-tested model running in production.
So, let me just ask you this. Picture it. A disaster strikes. Maybe it's a data corruption, a bad deployment that goes sideways, or a full-blown outage. You can restore your infrastructure, you can pull your data from backups, but how do you recover the intelligence? How can you be 100% certain you can bring back the exact high-performing model that was running your business just moments before it all went wrong?
Well, the answer is right here. A model registry with really solid versioning. Think of this as the command center for your AI. It's not just some folder where you dump files. No way. This is a structured, centralized system that's built to manage the whole lifecycle and make sure every single version of every model is tracked, stored, and, this is the most important part, completely reproducible when you need it most.
So what exactly makes up this command center? Well, according to the guide from Virtualization Options, it really stands on two main pillars. Let's break those down, because they're both essential. Okay, so on one side, you've got version control. This is like the model's detailed logbook. It's the recipe. It tracks every line of code, every setting, every little tweak. Then on the other side, you've got artifact storage. This is the model's high-security vault. It holds the finished product, the actual trained model files. And you have to have both. The logbook without the vault is just a recipe with no cake. And the vault without the logbook, that's a powerful tool you can't really trust, audit, or reliably build again.
And this is exactly where the rubber meets the road for disaster recovery. This kind of setup lets you do precise rollbacks to the last known good version, no guesswork involved. It guarantees you can reproduce a model because its entire history is preserved. It gives you a single, trusted source of truth when everything else is chaos. And maybe most importantly, this is how you protect your secret sauce, your competitive edge, the valuable intellectual property that is your trained models.
So, let's kind of pull this all together. It is time, right now, to stop thinking about a model registry as just some handy tool for your data scientists. As the guide makes crystal clear, it has to be seen as something much, much more. It's a non-negotiable cornerstone of your entire disaster recovery plan.
I really want to leave you with this quote from the material, because I think it just perfectly sums up what's at stake here. A model registry is the source of truth that makes intelligent system recovery possible. Without it, you're not just recovering infrastructure, you're trying to rebuild a brain from scattered memories. Wow. I mean, that's a powerful way to put it, isn't it?
And that really brings us to the final question I want you to take back to your team. I want you to take a really hard look at how you're doing things and ask yourselves this. Is our model registry just a development tool that kind of happened? Or have we intentionally designed it and hardened it to be a critical, top-tier part of our recovery plan? Because honestly, the answer to that question could be the difference between a small problem and a complete catastrophe. Thanks for tuning in.